Welcome to the latest Gina's Gems. I am back with our Director of Compliance, Jim Jantz. How are you, Jim?
I'm great, Gina. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being back with us. So we're 6 months out from January 2026, which is very hard to believe. And 3 states are going to be launching new legislation then. And then there's Maryland. Theirs is finally final, but we know contributions won't be effective until 2027. So let's focus on the other three, Minnesota, Maine, and Delaware. What should employers have already done to prepare, and what actions do you think may be ahead?
Yeah, I'm glad Maryland gave us a little break and pushed theirs out so we can focus on these other three. This feels a bit like a hurry up and wait situation. I know we're now 6 months out. There was a bunch of work that employers should have been doing a few months ago, whether it was registering for the online portal, potentially applying for a private plan if that's the route they're choosing to go. And now we're kind of in this holding pattern where we're waiting for benefits to start, but we also are already paying for contributions, taking those employee contributions and submitting those to the state. So that's going to be going on for the next few months until those benefits go live. But at 6 months out, hopefully we've got a lot of employers who are already working on some of the internal functions that we need to take care of, like making sure we have the payment amounts squared away and set up with our payroll team so we can set up any offsets the way it might interact with our short-term disability policies or paid parental policies if we have those set up. So I think employers should keep those things in mind. And then also there are some notice requirements. Minnesota, which we know is a little different because their contributions and their benefits go live on the same date, January 1st, 2026. But we do have to provide employee notice before those payroll deductions start. So something to keep in mind and keep track of those other dates that kind of come up in between now and January 1st.
Is there anything from any of the states that might still be unknown? Are there challenges that we have heard about as organizations prepare, or any common questions that you're hearing?
So Maine is an interesting one because they have an undue hardship provision, which appears to require employer action, even if you're using the state plan. Some type of action to approve the leave or state that it's not an undue hardship. So something to watch out for there. And I think we are waiting for more information from the state to see how that's actually going to work when employers are in the state plan.
So as we enter 2026, this is a two-parter. What should employers be prepared for? And then is there anything that you can share about the federal proposal that we keep hearing about potentially happening?
Yeah, I think employers should just stay up to date with these laws. There are going to be some minor changes with these before they go live. We're still working on those payroll contributions like I talked about. And so we're going to see some things kind of change and move. We're also going to see some changes with existing PFML laws. I know we have Washington just announced some changes that are likely to go live January 1st, 2026 that will impact job protections during those leaves. So I'd say keep an eye on existing PFML laws and also watch out for any changes or final rules, FAQs, things like that from the states. And then as far as federal, there are some things in the work. We're seeing some proposals for more collaboration that would help to smooth out some of the rough edges around the differences between all of the states we have with PFML. So if we see more collaboration or more unity regarding eligibility or other requirements within those laws, that could definitely be a benefit for employers, but it certainly won't be a solution or a one-size-fits-all where the federal replaces all of these competing or conflicting state requirements and programs.
Yeah, our lives won't be that easy, even if it does pass.
It never
So
is.
thank you. Thanks as always for sharing what's going on in the never a dull moment compliance landscape. For those employers watching, keep your eyes out for Jim's next blog post on all of the above. And if you'd like to learn more about how we help our clients navigate compliance complexities, don't hesitate to reach out to either one of us, and we will see you soon for our next gem. Thanks, Jim.
Thanks, Gina.